Athleticism doesn't necessarily mean much in boxing. Former NBA player Nate Robinson, making his debut in the sweet science, learned that the hard way against Jake Paul on the Mike Tyson-Roy Jones Jr. card Saturday at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Paul, the YouTube personality turned boxer, put Robinson down 3 times and stopped him at the 135 mark of the second round of a scheduled 6-round cruiserweight bout. Robinson was nervous and overeager from the outset, throwing wild punches and wrestling with his opponent more than one sees in a typical fight. Paul, 2-0, 2 KOs, isn't exactly Floyd Mayweather, but he has spent a lot of time in the gym. Paul waited for openings and took advantage of them when they presented themselves. He put Robinson down with a right above Robinson's ear, perhaps behind his head, in the last 30 seconds of round 1. About a minute into round 2, a right to Robinson's forehead put the 36-year-old flat on his face. He was able to get up but was in serious trouble. Then came the final blow, one more right to the chin that put him on face again. Referee Thomas Taylor stopped the fight immediately, giving Paul an impressive victory. It was a matter of time before the memes starting to flow. Here are some of the more ruthless memes generated by Twitter users. Before we finish the video, if you enjoyed this content, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the latest videos from MMA on the go. The much-anticipated exhibition between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. was declared a draw after 8 rounds between the two boxing legends on Saturday at Staples Center. The fight was a little rough around the edges, with neither man committing to a true volume of strikes. Neither seemed to throw more than 2 punches at a time before ending up in the clinch to be broken up by referee Ray Corona. Tyson occasionally landed his trademark left hook at a distance while Jones showed flashes of his old self with no-look jabs and showboating to boot. Tyson seemed to pile up most of the early rounds, landing the cleaner punches and muscling Jones in the clinch. Jones was the more visibly fatigued man in the corner between rounds, but he continued to try to get out the fight, turning up his volume in the later rounds. This despite Tyson being far more removed from his time as a professional fighter. While Tyson said he was happy with the result, Jones was less thrilled, saying after the fight, "I wear draws, I don't do draws."